Hey there, welcome to our channel. Have you ever found yourself caught in the web of self-doubt, feeling like you're just not good enough? That nagging little voice in your head, the one that seems to have a PhD in putting you down, it can be relentless, can't it? You're definitely not alone in this struggle. Today, we're diving deep into a topic that affects all of us: self-doubt. Together, we'll explore how to silence that pesky inner critic, and by the end of this video, you'll walk away with practical strategies to boost your self-confidence. So, let's get started. First things first, let's talk about identifying negative self-talk. You know that internal dialogue that undermines your abilities and worth? It's like having a mean roommate living rent-free in your head, constantly criticizing you. Think about it. How often do you catch yourself saying things like, "I'm not smart enough to do this," or "I always mess things up"? Maybe you've thought, "Nobody likes me," or "I'll never be successful." Sound familiar? The first step in overcoming self-doubt is recognizing when you're engaging in that negative self-talk. It's not easy, but try to catch yourself in the act. Keeping a journal can be a game changer here. Write down those thoughts when they pop up. You'll start to see patterns in your thinking, and that awareness is crucial. Now, let's move on to challenging those negative thoughts. Once you've identified them, it's time to question their validity. Ask yourself, is this thought really true? What evidence supports or refutes it? For instance, if you're thinking, "I always mess things up," take a moment to reflect on the times when you've succeeded. Remember, one mistake doesn't define your entire life. Another powerful technique is to imagine what you'd say to a friend if they expressed the same thought. Would you agree with them, or would you offer a more balanced perspective? We're often much kinder to others than we are to ourselves, and it's time to change that narrative. Let's put this into practice with a scenario. Picture yourself preparing for a job interview, and that little voice chimes in, "I'm going to blow this interview. I'm not qualified." How do we challenge that thought? Start by reminding yourself of your qualifications and past successes. Think about the skills and experiences that make you a good fit for the job. Then, reframe that thought into something more realistic and positive. Instead of, "I'm going to blow this interview," try telling yourself, "This interview might be challenging, but I'm prepared, and I'll do my best." Next up, let's talk about replacing criticism with compassion. Self-compassion is all about treating yourself with the same kindness you'd show a good friend. Instead of harsh self-criticism, use supportive and encouraging language. Instead of saying, "I'm so stupid for making that mistake," try, "It's okay to make mistakes. I'm learning and growing." Here are some self-compassionate statements to consider. "I'm doing the best I can with what I know right now," or "I'm worthy of love and respect regardless of my achievements." Remember, practice makes perfect when it comes to self-compassion. Set a daily reminder to say something kind to yourself. It might feel awkward at first, but over time, it'll become second nature. And being compassionate doesn't mean ignoring areas for improvement. It's about approaching self-improvement from a place of kindness rather than criticism. Now let's look at some practical exercises to help you build that self-compassion muscle. Write a letter to yourself from the perspective of a loving friend. Practice mindfulness meditation to become more aware of your thoughts without judgment. Create a self-compassion mantra or phrase to repeat when you're feeling down. And consider keeping a gratitude journal to focus on the positive aspects of your life. Remember, overcoming self-doubt is a journey, not a destination. It takes time and practice to change those long-standing thought patterns. Be patient with yourself as you work on these strategies. Celebrate those small victories along the way, and don't hesitate to seek support from friends, family, or a mental health professional if you need it. We've covered a lot today about overcoming self-doubt. We've learned how to identify negative self-talk, challenge our thoughts, and practice self-compassion. Remember, you're not alone in experiencing self-doubt. It's a common human experience, but it doesn't have to control your life. I hope you'll try out some of these strategies and see how they work for you. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like and share it with someone who might benefit. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos on personal growth and mental well-being. What strategies do you use to overcome self-doubt? Share in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and remember, be kind to yourself. You deserve it.